Уважаемый господин генеральный секретарь, коллеги, мы рады новой встрече с вами.
Mr. Secretary General, dear colleagues, we're glad to see you again.
Рассчитываем обсудить весь комплекс вопросов, которые касаются взаимодействия между Россией и Советом Европы.
We expect to exchange our opinions on the array of issues regarding the participation of Russia in the Council of Europe.
Мы всегда рассматривали Совет Европы и продолжаем рассматривать как самостоятельную, универсальную европейскую организацию, которая на основе своих уникальных конвенционных механизмов обеспечивает единство правового и гуманитарного пространства континента.
We have always viewed and continue to view the Council of Europe as an independent, universal European organization, which through unique convention mechanism ensures the unity of humanitarian and legal space on the continent.
И мне кажется, значение Совета Европы возрастает в нынешней ситуации, когда очень многие из тех проблем, с которыми сталкиваются европейские страны, страны-участницы Совета Европы, относятся к компетенции возглавляемой вами организации.
I believe that the significance of the Council of Europe continues to grow in the current situation when the majority of issues that European states, members of the Council of Europe, come across are of a special significance and fall under the mandate of the Council of Europe.
Это касается и проблем, связанных с правами мигрантов, с правами меньшинств, включая языковые права. Это касается и проблем без гражданства, которые, к сожалению, сохраняются, и тенденций к нарастанию экстремистских настроений, включая неонацистские. И здесь бы я также отметил религиозную нетерпимость. Мне кажется, что по всем этим направлениям существующий конвенционный механизм Совета Европы вполне применим, и мы будем выступать за то, что так оно и произошло.
Such issues are the rights of migrants, minorities, including the language minorities, non-citizenship issue, which unfortunately remains, the growing extremist sentiments, and I would here mention neo-Nazism, also religious intolerance. I believe that the array of these issues can have the conventional mechanism of the Council of Europe applied and will continue to work in this regard.
И, безусловно, мы очень озабочены ситуацией, которая сложилась в Парламентской ассамблее Совета Европы в связи с попытками дискриминировать депутатов.
Naturally, we are concerned about the situation in the PACE with the attempts to discriminate the deputies.
Мы ценим ваши усилия, направленные на то, чтобы эту ситуацию нормализовать, и уверен, что в ходе ваших встреч, которые уже состоялись с руководителями обеих палат Федерального собрания, вы затрагивали эту тему.
We appreciate your personal efforts in order to normalize the situation, and I believe that the meetings with the speakers of both chambers of the Federal Assembly will help remedy the situation.
Считаем также очень полезной состоявшуюся у вас сегодня же встречу с уполномоченным по правам человека в Российской Федерации Татьяной Москальковой.
We also believe that your meeting that has already taken place with the Ombudsman of the Russian Federation, Tatyana Moskvalkova, is useful as well.
Так что будем готовы к откровенному обмену мнениями по всем тем вопросам, которые волнуют вас, как генерального секретаря, ну и которые Российская Федерация хотела бы видеть решенными в рамках Совета Европы.
We will continue to work and we'll have a frank exchange of opinions on the issues that concern you as the Secretary General of the Council of Europe and the Russian Federation on the issues that we want to see solved.
Thank you very much, Foreign Minister. It's great to be here again, and I fully agree with you that we must do our utmost to safeguard the legal space that we have developed in Europe, the legal space between Vladivostok and Atlantic. It's more important than ever because this constitutes Europe, and it's a very important part of what we call democratic security, and therefore also for security in general for Europe. My view about the role of the Council of Europe is the following, that it is a pan-European organization. All the high contracting parties to the European Convention on Human Rights have the same obligations and therefore must enjoy the same rights. And our mandate is about protecting individual rights and the rights of minorities, regardless of geopolitical implications. Council of Europe should not be dragged into political problems which harm our possibilities to protect human rights and minority rights on this continent. And in these days, as you yourself said, minority rights and languages rights on this continent is again being highlighted. This was actually underlined at the summit in 1993 when we asked ourselves what can Council of Europe contribute to stability on the continent after the fall of the Berlin Wall. And one of the answers we gave was to have a special focus on protection of minorities and their languages. Therefore, we got the Framework Convention for national minorities, and we got the Charter for regional and local languages. And I believe it's very, very important in nowadays Europe that the Council of Europe look at its mandate, the core mandate, protect human rights, individual human rights, and protect the rights of the minorities. That's why it's so important that we are all on board and that Russia belongs to Europe. Russia, as well as all other member states of the Council of Europe, are benefiting from the participation in the Council of Europe being under the Convention, and it is very important for the citizens of this country as well as all other countries. So I'm here to discuss many issues. Among them is how we can bring back the parliamentary delegation of the Russian Federation to the Parliamentary Assembly of ours, so that all our organs can work properly for the same mandate, namely to protect human rights also in this country. Thank you.